what's up guys? Welcome back to the vlog. How you guys doing today? So we are back with another video, guys, and we're gonna be working on the hatch today. I just wanted to show you a couple things up front here. I ended up getting a battery tie down, so we installed the battery tie down and got that nice and tight. I also installed the intercooler on the car. It's just temporary. When I take it to the fabrication shop, they'll go ahead and make some brackets for it and hold it and make it secure. And the last thing I wanted to show you guys was I was not able to run the coolant reservoir tank here. I had to take it off because this pipe is in the way. So I'm gonna have to figure out another location for it. It's not a big deal, we'll figure it out. But for today's episode, guys, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be installing our fuel cell. We have a 10-gallon fuel cell that we're gonna be installing. I believe I got this off of Amazon. It was like $100. Nothing fancy. And then also, guys, what we're gonna be doing to the fuel cell, I really haven't seen many videos or anything or any kind of information on this, but there really isn't a way, I guess, to make the fuel sending unit work on these things. I guess it doesn't read correctly and it doesn't tell you everything. So what I'm going to do, I've seen a couple of my friends do it too. They went ahead and they took out their stock fuel sending unit out of their stock tank, and they ended up just making a hole here and putting the stock sending unit on, so that way they were able to tell how much gas they had. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Put some, I guess, some type of seal on the top. It has a gasket, and I got 5 bolts that we're going to be installing that with, and then we have the bolts and stuff and spacers for the bars that go on the fuel cell. So yeah, guys, that's what we're going to be doing today, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're gonna do is, this is the rubber grommet that comes from the fuel sending unit. This is the original grommet, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this here. I'm gonna put it right here. This would be a good spot. So I'm just gonna make a circle in here. There's my circle. I don't know if you guys can really see it. My circle's there. So the next thing we're gonna do is I got this guy, and we're gonna drill a hole in this, hopefully. Holy shit, this is gonna suck. You said I fucked this whole shit up. Alright guys, I kind of fucked up around it. As you guys can see, it's all scratched up because I forgot to use this thing in the center, but I managed to cut a hole through it, and that's what's important. So this goes completely in. Alright. Well, you're not even gonna see all that shit. Perfect. Alright, so now all we gotta do is drill some holes. Alright guys, so I went ahead and took the grinder and kind of grinded this down a little bit because I fucked up, but I got it smooth again and it should be good. So now what I got to do is take these off so that way I can bolt the screws underneath and all that. So I'm going to pull these off real fast. So now we gotta clean this up, get all the stuff out of here. And I'm taking this foam out because I'm running E85, and I think the E85 will just eat this shit up and make bigger problems for me later down the road. So this foam's coming out. All right guys, so we got this all cut up, got the holes drilled out, and I vacuumed the inside so there's no debris in there. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna install the sending unit. And I'm gonna put some Honda Bond on the gasket, and then we're gonna bolt it up. All right guys, so I got all the bolts in. I just gotta tighten it up, and that's it. All right guys, and that's done. All the bolts are nice and tight. So this thing should be able to tell us how much gas we got. All right guys, so we got this all installed. I'm just missing a little plastic piece, I just gotta find it. But this is all done. So now what we gotta do is install these brackets onto the fuel cell. And I already made the holes. And what I'm using is these little spacers here, because if this goes like that, I won't be able to use these fittings at all. So this is like rubbing against it. So I put some spacers to levitate this up a little bit like that. So I'll show you guys that now. Bottom. All right, guys, and just like that, we got our brackets installed. And pretty much just like that, guys. So all I gotta do now is drill some holes through here. I'm gonna bring this forward, so I'm probably gonna have to cut this tube a little bit more. I'm gonna bring this forward, drill holes right through here on each side, and that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys the fuel sending unit install. Let me see if I can get the cable for it. I'm gonna have to extend it. So I'll extend the cable from the original location and I'll bring it up here and I'll connect it right there. All right, guys, so what I'm doing now is I'm getting the factory harness so that way I can plug in the sending unit. I believe this one right here is the sending unit. So I got 3 cables here and I gotta extend them and run them to the back. All right, guys, so we got the sending unit in. I extended the cable. I just still need to connect it up there. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna drill some holes right through here. And we're gonna bolt this thing on. Hold that some. Hold on. Should probably run some bolts through this. All right, last hole. All I gotta do is put the washers and nuts under in the bottom, and this thing will be bolted on. Woohoo! Let me go under here real quick. Jeff, can you hold that up? The bolt on top. Yeah. All right, guys, and we are done. Got this thing bolted down. Got screws bolted down to the chassis. and the fuel cell is installed. And we also got the fuel sending unit wired in. I just extended the wires and ran that to the factory harness. So the next thing that we have to do is just run our fuel lines and fuel pump, and we should be able to start this thing. I want to give a quick shout out to Elijah. He was the one that helped me out with the fuel sending unit, gave me all the information and stuff, and pretty much showed me that it was possible. So I appreciate you, dogs. As always, guys, stay tuned. I got like 2 more videos and we should be done with the fuel and we should have this thing started. Stay tuned.